Welcome to a future that was once the domain of science fiction. Today, you are no longer a bystander in the cosmos. You are the first tourist on Mars, a pioneer not of survival but of wonder. This is your day in the dusty red paradise. You awaken inside a sleek, solar-powered habitat nestled at the foot of Olympus Mons, the tallest volcano in the solar system. The airlock doors hiss open as the morning light of Sol, what Martians call their sun, spills across the ochre landscape. The sky here isn't blue. It's a soft butterscotch hue, tinted by fine dust suspended in the thin atmosphere. As you step outside in your exosuit, the first sensation is silence. Earth is noisy, filled with life, wind, water, and machines, but here, silence rules. The only sounds are your own breath, the rhythmic pulse of your suit's life support system, and the crunch of regolith beneath your boots. Your guide, an autonomous rover named Kite, glides ahead, mapping your route with LiDAR. You are headed toward the edge of Valles Marineris, a canyon so vast it makes Earth's Grand Canyon seem like a crack in a sidewalk. The journey there takes you across ancient lava plains, scattered with meteorite impacts frozen in time. These are the scars of a world that once held rivers, lakes, perhaps even life. As you drive, Mars begins to tell its story. You pass dried riverbeds once carved by liquid water winding like veins across the crimson desert. Hematite spherules, nicknamed blueberries, scatter the ground. They're remnants of a time when Mars may have had a breathable atmosphere and standing water. You stop briefly at a small, solar-powered station to recharge and hydrate. The station, no larger than a roadside diner, offers synthetic coffee, freeze-dried snacks, and panoramic windows that frame the Martian desert like a museum exhibit. You sip slowly, absorbing the view. You are sipping coffee on Mars. Let that sink in. Back on the trail, you approach the rim of Valles Marineris. It yawns before you, a gash in the planet's crust over 2,500 miles long and up to 7 miles deep. The walls descend into mist and shadow, revealing strata that chronicle billions of years. It's more than a canyon, it's a planetary history book written in stone and dust. Kite projects a holographic map showing you the underground lava tubes recently explored by robotic scouts. These vast caverns, shielded from cosmic radiation and temperature extremes, may one day become Martian cities. For now, they are dark cathedrals of stone, untouched, unknowable, sacred. The afternoon light begins to shift. The temperature, already well below freezing, begins to fall. You head back toward the base camp, passing a grove of robotic greenhouses. Inside, algae bloom in vertical towers while genetically modified crops wave gently under artificial lights. Here, Martian agriculture is being born one seed at a time. You take a detour to a nearby ridge for a final panoramic view. The wind has picked up slightly and a light dust haze drifts across the horizon. From here, Olympus Mons dominates the skyline. 3 times taller than Mount Everest, its gentle slope is so massive you can't see its summit from the base. It's a monument not just of geology but of potential. The sun begins to set, but this is not an Earth sunset. On Mars, the twilight is reversed. The sky dims to gray and violet, and the sun, as it dips, becomes a pale blue disk, fading behind the jagged hills like a dying ember. For a moment, the land glows redder than ever before darkness falls like a curtain. Back inside your habitat, you remove your helmet. The air is warm and dry, recycled but safe. You record a message to Earth, your face lit by the flickering display screen. I've watched a sunset on Mars, and somehow I felt closer to Earth than ever before. Dinner is simple, rehydrated vegetables, some lab-grown meat, a small dessert. But it's not the food that makes this meal unforgettable, it's the view. Through the habitat window, Phobos streaks across the sky like a racing shadow, followed by the slower, more distant Deimos. Mars, 2 moons, each a reminder of the solar system's early chaos. Before bed, you log the day's observations. Martian dust, you note, clings to everything. It's electrostatically charged and abrasive, just one of many challenges for long-term colonists. You also note your emotional state, awe, humility, and an odd sense of peace. Lying in your bunk, you watch archived footage from Earth, a blue ocean, the curve of a green continent, a family laughing in a park. It feels impossibly far away, yet deeply familiar. You wonder what Earth looks like from here, right now, a distant, pale blue dot against the velvet dark. Your eyes grow heavy. Tomorrow you'll visit the polar caps. Next week, perhaps a hover drone will take you above the cloud towers of Argyre Planitia. The Martian day is only slightly longer than Earth's, but today has felt like an eternity filled with firsts. You are the first tourist on Mars, and though your visit is brief, its memory will last a lifetime, not just yours but humanity. Because one day, others will come, and they will not just visit, they will build, thrive, and call this red world home. And it all begins with you. Good night, Mars, and thank you.